Good morning once again, Enid. It's good to see you at 7:30 on this Thursday, January 31, last day of January. Can't believe, where did this month go? Thank you for joining us on this cold morning. For the next 30 minutes, we have news, weather, sports. We have a very special guest, talk about martial arts, but also a little bit about character building and tie that all together with martial arts. We're all here, and we're glad that you're here with us. We're live streaming around the globe at enidtv.org, and also coming to you live on Channel 12 and in high definition on 112. Grab a cup of coffee. We have our coffee. We're ready to go. Thank you for joining us. This is Good Morning Enid. It is time to rise and shine.
Good morning, Enid. Thank you again for joining us. As Steve said, it's a bit chilly this morning. It's currently sitting at about 17 degrees, but let's take a look at that bus stop forecast. Looks like it is going to get much better later on today, going to hit a high of 50 degrees. So we've already hit our low, so that's not too bad if it's only 17 as our lowest point today. It's not that bad. At least it's not negative, right?
I heard on the radio coming to the studio this morning, in your home country up in Minnesota, it was some community called Moose something, Minnesota, was 35 below. That's just the air temperature.
Yeah, so
and
17
the wind chill was
warm.
50 something, so minus 35. Can you believe that? That's miserable. So anyway, 17, break out the shorts.
Yeah, exactly.
For 17 degrees. Anyway, 3-day forecast. We have a big weekend. We have a Super Bowl weekend. But I'm afraid with 50s and 60s for the weekend, people are going to be busy doing a variety of things. Looks pretty nice for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Almost 70 degrees for Sunday. That's impressive for the 1st of February. Usually we're scraping ice or shoveling snow or something. This is pretty nice. But usually when you see temperatures like that, that tells you snow is close by if it's going to be that warm. So that looks really nice for the 3-day weather forecast. Our very special guest here on Good Morning Enid is Alex Evers. Alex came all the way over from Stillwater, but he has a connection to Enid, and we'll talk about that in just a few moments. Good morning, Alex. Thanks for joining us.
I appreciate you having me.
We're going to put you to work, and I know you're a martial arts guy, but you're also going to do the weather for us. We have a little segment. It's called Record Temps.
Sounds
so
great.
help us out here for.
Sounds great.
On January 31.
January 31st looks like our record low is -1 in 1979, and I thought it was cold today, but and our record high 79 in 1911.
So, but that's typical Oklahoma, 70-degree difference. Monday could be this and Tuesday that.
Yeah.
So, well, welcome to the set. We're glad that you're with us.
Appreciate it.
We're looking forward to talk to you about character building / martial arts.
Yes, sir.
So, thanks for being with us. Okay, at 7:33, again, thanks for joining us on Good Morning Enid. And I think it's time for the menus.
It is. I haven't had breakfast yet, so thinking about lunch.
Food is always on Erin's mind. So.
Oh, yes, it's pizza day today, it looks like, with a salad and ranch, steamed corn, mixed fruit and milk. And tomorrow they're having Plainsman Victory Burgers with fresh carrots and ranch, onion rings, apple crisp, and milk.
Okay.
I definitely would go today.
Well, you go pizza. I'm going to go to school on Friday. You can't go wrong with burgers, that's for sure. Well, again, we're certainly appreciate you being with us. This is show number 205. Not that you're keeping track, but we are, and we're just excited that we're able to bring you live television in Enid every Thursday, especially highlighting the Enid community. So thank you for joining us. Well, we always turn to one person around this time on Thursday morning, and that's Derrick Silas, the bow tie guy. He's back. He took off on us last week. Had to do a little special assignment or something. He was just gone, but we're glad that he's back. He's the bow tie guy, and he has the Oklahoma Minute.
Here's a few top headlines for this week. More than 30 Oklahomans have been nominated for an Oscar, including some big names: Ron Howard, Alfre Woodard, Brad Pitt, and Joan Crawford. The Academy Awards will be held on Sunday, February 24th. And applications are being accepted for the next Citizens Police Academy. The deadline to apply is Tuesday, February 5th at 5 p.m. local time. Classes will begin on Tuesday, February 19th, and you can get the application by going to enid.org/police Police Academy. Tomorrow, Oklahoma City Thunder will go up against Miami Heat at 7 p.m. in Florida. It will air on Fox Sports Oklahoma. And on this day in history, in 1971, Apollo 14, piloted by astronauts Alan Shepard, Edgar Mitchell, and Stuart Roosa, is successfully launched from Cape Canaveral, Florida, on a manned mission to the moon. And that's the Oklahoma Minute.
Thank you, Derrick. He's got so much information.
Apollo 14.
Yeah.
Are you a space guy, Alex?
Yeah, space is super interesting.
Okay.
Well, there you go. There's your fact for the
There
day.
you go. I got it.
And just wanted to remind everyone that if you have any pictures or any moments that you want to share with us, send it to our faithful cows and chickens at gme@enid.org, and we will be more than happy to show them. I think I have a picture to show. Just wanted to congratulate the classes of 1904 and 1905 for graduating last Friday. And a special person in my life, Ethan, he's my boyfriend, he graduated. He's going to be flying Strike Eagles in North Carolina coming up soon. So
That's some great photos.
yeah, both of our families came to visit, so it was a really great event.
That's definitely a Kodak moment. Thank you for sharing those. And again, as she said, send it to gme@enid.org, and we'll put those photos on there. Congratulations to Ethan, and family for graduation. It's a special deal. Okay, well, it's 7:36. We're working our way to 50 degrees, believe it or not. It's in the teens right now, but as you're preparing your wardrobe for everybody today, it will get to 50 eventually. So, okay, let's turn to Erin right now and keep going to find out what's happening here at 7:36 on this Thursday morning.
Thank you, Steve. There's quite a few great events coming up. Last weekend for Grease, if you've watched the past couple of shows, Gaslight Teens are going to be presenting Grease at the Gaslight Theater this Thursday through Saturday. Today it is showing at 7 p.m. and it's going to be showing at 8 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. After that, we have two different great craft shows. There's Crafts from the Heart, that is this Saturday, 10 to 6, and Sunday from 12 to 5 at the Oakwood Mall, where Vanity used to be. So if you're looking for any great crafts, especially because Valentine's Day is coming up, so if you're looking to get anything special for people that are coming up on Valentine's Day, this is definitely one of the great craft shows to go to. There's also a second craft show this weekend, which is the Market Neighborhood Shops, which is on Saturday from 10 to 5 at the CNB Center. There's going to be crafts, mom and pop shops. It's free entry, so definitely another great event, especially since Valentine's Day is coming up. And finally, we have the National Wild Turkey Federation Annual Banquet this Saturday at Hoover Building at 5:30 p.m. It's raising money for projects to conserve wildlife and preserve Oklahoma's hunting heritage, so definitely a great cause. There will be games, raffles, a dinner, and there are definitely a bunch of different ticketing options, so visit their website at www.nwtf.org/events. I think, Steve, you had a pretty interesting fact that you shared with us about turkeys the other day.
Yeah, they were almost extinct back in the 1940s, I think, here in Oklahoma. And then finally people started realizing, hey, we're hunting too much and they're not reproducing enough. And so they kind of put a stop to that. And then I think they had to bring some from Nebraska, some other states, to bring in the wild turkeys and get them replenished here in Oklahoma. Now they have pretty much a healthy, they're mainly, I think, northwest Oklahoma, but finally some conservation folks and some wildlife folks said, hey, we got to take care of these birds. And so anyway, they're almost gone. Speaking of wild turkeys, I live on a farm southeast of town, and they'll go walking through my yard, along with everything else that goes walking through my yard. One thing about wild turkeys, they do not get in a hurry, Alex. They just kind of waddle across the field, the wheat field. They're never, they can fly, but not very far. But anyway, they just take their time, walking across the field. It's kind of fun to watch them. So enough about wild turkeys. But we're an educational show. We got to keep that theme going. It's 7:39 again. Thank you for joining us. I'll tell you, the poor folks up in Erin's home country in Minnesota and Wisconsin and Illinois, Iowa, they are really having some real cold weather, and they're having a lot of icicles and stuff like that. We've got a little promo or a little video we want to show you right now. That'll probably be what they're experiencing. We'll be back with Alex Evers right after this. That was kind of cold, wasn't it?
Looked like it.
Gray sky and everything. But anyway, once we move into February, it's a good chance that we'll have some of that. So, Alex Evers, our special guest this morning here at 7:40 here on Good Morning Enid. Alex has the Family Martial Arts here in Enid, has a studio in Stillwater. We'll learn a little bit about that. But he also has this premier martial arts studio located in downtown Enid. Alex, again, thank you for joining us.
I appreciate it.
And Erin's going to gruel you on some questions here. So,
perfect.
and I'll try to intercede to help you out, you know.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I'll start off easy. Can you just give our viewers a little bit, just a brief overview of what family martial arts actually is?
Yeah, so we do martial arts classes for really all ages. So we start at age 4, and we probably have up to, in our Enid studio, probably 50 or so is probably our oldest student. But we do a lot with kids. We do a lot of character development, life skill building, things like that. So the idea is that we can, a lot of times parents are looking for focus, confidence, discipline, but that's not the most fun thing to hear about when you're a kid, and so we can kind of repackage it in martial arts, where we're doing something that's kind of exciting for them, but at the same time the parents are feeling like we're learning something more than just kicking and punching.
With that response there, Alex, you've kind of led into my next question. When you think martial arts, you think of black belt, you think of the uniform, you think of karate, I guess. In my narrow-mindedness and lack of knowledge of martial arts, I think of maybe breaking boards, things of this nature.
Yeah.
But here you're talking confidence, you're talking focus and discipline. How does that tie into that then? Those are your goals, I understand, but okay, breaking boards and confidence or discipline, how does that work?
Actually, breaking boards really has a lot of those things in it.
Do not try this at home.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't recommend it. But you know, when you're learning at the studio, something like that, it's actually a really good teaching tool for focus and confidence. If we're not confident, we can talk about what confident means. A lot of times, kids don't know maybe the definition of that word, and we can put a very kid-friendly definition on it. And you know, if we're not confident, what if I hit the board like this? And we can give kind of a non-confident version of it. The kids are going to, oh, it's not going to break.
Okay.
But what if I broke it like I was a karate person? How would a karate person break a board? You know, and you get the typical hi-ya, you know, and it really pumps them up. And, you know, so maybe if I'm confident, I might be able to break it, but if I'm not, I won't. And then we can talk about focus with our kicks and our punches. And we can put a definition on focus, and we can talk about how do we focus at martial arts? Well, we might need to hit our board right in the center. But how do we focus at sports? How do we focus in school? We pay attention to our teacher, things like that. So we can kind of reinforce all those points that the kids need to learn, but in a way where they feel like they're having a good time. Like I'm not just pushing it on them, if that makes sense.
Okay. I just sense that Erin is really absorbing all this, the punching, the kicking, the breaking boards, and the focus and all.
Yeah, I'm going to go break some boards back in the
I should've
engineering
brought some
department.
boards.
Yeah, we should be breaking them right
She'll
now.
be right back. She's gotta go. She's gotta go. So,
I'm going to switch the topic a little bit.
Ethan, watch out.
Yeah, hopefully he's not watching right now. A little bit more about you. Could you tell us how long you've been an instructor for?
Yes, so I started martial arts when I was, let's see, I believe 13, and I got my black belt around when I was 16. And once I got my black belt, I started teaching white belt classes, helping with classes. White belts are like brand new karate students, and I kind of started in the 6 to 9 year old range. And so I've been teaching since I was 16. I'm 27 now, so almost 12 years. And so I just started teaching white belt classes, and eventually I was teaching more classes and more. And I used to teach a little bit out of Perkins, kind of South Stillwater. And so I was teaching in Perkins, and then I got a job running the studio in Stillwater. And then from there, I purchased the studio, and then we opened one in Enid just a few months ago.
And that leads into my next question. Before the question, Alex did graduate from Oklahoma State University and moved here from California years ago, but you're pretty much an Oklahoma person.
Yeah, I'm an Oklahoma.
So why'd you start the business here in Enid?
Well, we've had quite a bit of success in Stillwater, and so we wanted to continue that, and we were looking at cities that are similar to Stillwater, and through my Google research, which is very scientific, and I visited Enid a lot, and I met with a lot of people in Enid, and I talked to a lot of citizens of Enid. What are things that they can use? And it seemed like some more activities for children were something that might be interest. And so we just kind of decided Enid. It's not too far. I think it's going to be just a great place for us. We love downtown. We're downtown in Stillwater. We're downtown in Enid as well. It was just a really good fit. Everything just really fell into place. Everybody was super, super kind and very kind of willing to help.
And being at the City of Enid, we hear from time to time, well, I wish there was something that a young person could do. I wish there was another avenue, another event. So we welcome you to Enid. Thank you for being here.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for bringing your expertise in martial arts to Enid, Oklahoma.
Yeah, thank you. And if, let's say, I want to start breaking boards, what kind of programs do you have that are available?
So we have, we divide it up by age and by skill level.
me.
So if you bring in your 4-year-old, we're not going to be doing the same stuff that adults are, that kind of thing. So we have 4 and 5-year-old class specific. We have a specific 6 to 9-year-old class. And then we have a 10 and up class. And then we also divide those out by skill level of martial arts. And so normally what we do is we offer a free class for your first one, so that way you can kind of just come in. A lot of times people, or kids specifically, well, I guess even adults too, really want to do martial arts, but maybe we're not really sure what that even means. It just sounds kind of cool, which is how I got into it. I got into it when I was 13 because it sounded really cool. And so we do a free class. You can come in, you can kind of try it out. And then if you like it, then great. We can look at different class times and class days and things like that. But really for the first class, we do kind of a one-on-one deal. And that way we can answer any questions.
So do we break boards in the first class?
We break age-appropriate and skill-appropriate boards.
Oh, okay.
So we're not doing anything too crazy.
Erin just didn't want to ask. I'm asking on behalf of Erin. When do we get to break boards?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We don't go too crazy on the first one.
Okay, all right. Let's talk a little bit about just really the involvement in students. Can you kind of give us some numbers of your class sizes, or really all of the kids that are involved in Stillwater, then all the kids involved here? I mean, it's
Yeah.
significant. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not at all tuned into martial arts, but it's amazing what the number you shared with me of the kids involved in Stillwater.
Oh, I
Hundreds.
appreciate that. I appreciate it. Yeah, in Stillwater we have over 200 students. In Enid we have about, I would say about exactly 42 if I had to guess.
Okay.
But we have all age ranges. And you know, we've been very blessed in Stillwater, and we think that Enid's going to be very similar. You know, a lot of kids in Stillwater needed things to do. It was something for me when I was growing up, and so hopefully we can provide that, and it's something that parents can appreciate and that the kids can appreciate as well.
Okay.
That's really great. It sounds like your program's like definitely great for character building and all that. And what makes yours different than, let's say, just a regular any other martial arts classes that are out there?
Yeah, why you versus the other?
Exactly.
the other person?
Yeah. Well, I would be an advocate for martial arts pretty much anywhere. Now, there's some places you probably don't want to be, but I haven't personally seen any of those in Enid. With our studio, like I said, we're specifically working on the character development and the life skill building and the team building, communication skills, leadership skills, those kinds of things. You can definitely do martial arts and not maybe hit on those points as hard as we do. But martial arts, I believe, inherently trains our focus and our self-discipline, our confidence, things like that. It definitely has a lot of physical attributes, and you learn self-defense and things like that. But we try really, really hard to make sure that we feel like we are developing leaders amongst the kids and giving them the tools to succeed, continue succeeding.
Alex, we have another question before we take a short break, and you've kind of touched on this a little bit, but can you just kind of summarize what's the impact that you want to have on these hundreds of kids?
I suppose a similar impact to my experience. So I enjoyed doing martial arts. I tried a lot of different sports, and it just turned out for me that team sports weren't really my thing. I was either terrible at the sport and the whole team had to drag me with them, or I felt the opposite, where I felt like I was really good and maybe the team wasn't. And I had that experience a few times when I was a kid. And martial arts is really nice because it's an individual sport. Now, we work as a team, we work as a class, and we call our studio a family. But if you're feeling great that day and you want to give 110%, that's fantastic. If you had a terrible day, then we're just happy to have you there, and you can go kind of at your own pace.
Alex Evers is our special guest on Good Morning Enid, Family Martial Arts right here in Enid. We'll have more with Alex in just a few moments.
And if you missed it earlier, we have one guy that we turn to who knows everything. He knows news, weather, sports, and different interesting facts.
Yeah, Apollo 14
He knows
stuff.
everything.
Yeah.
And that is Derrick Silas, the bow tie guy with the Oklahoma Minute.
Thanks, Erin. Here's a few of the top headlines for this week. More than 30 Oklahomans have been nominated for an Oscar, including some big names as Ron Howard, Alfre Woodard, Brad Pitt, and Joan Crawford. The Academy Awards will be held on Sunday, February 24th. And applications are being accepted for the next Citizens Police Academy. The deadline to apply is Tuesday, February 5th at 5 p.m. local time. Classes will begin on Tuesday, February 19th. You can download the application at enid.org/Police Academy. And tomorrow, Oklahoma City Thunder will go up against the Miami Heat at 7 p.m. in Florida. It will air on Fox Sports Oklahoma. And on this day in history, in 1971, Apollo 14, piloted by 3 astronauts, is successfully launched from Cape Canaveral, Florida, on a mission to the moon. And that's the Oklahoma Minute.
Thank you, Derrick. In regards to the astronauts, Oklahoma, I think, has had 8 astronauts to fly on missions, and the other state to have just as many is Ohio, I think.
Interesting.
I know Ohio is one of them, but of all places, Oklahoma? But they've had
kinda crazy.
more astronauts than all the other states.
fine by me.
Pretty incredible. 7:51 on this cold Thursday morning. Thank you for joining us. We'll have more about family martial arts here in Enid in just a moment. As you can tell, Patriots fan. Whoop, where's it at? There it is, Patriots fan. Go Patriots. The Super Bowl's coming up on Sunday, and I'm kind of concerned about the Rams. They seem to be kind of surprised, but you'll see on CBS, I think kickoff is around 5:30 Central Time this coming Sunday. The Patriots, I heard on the radio this morning, Erin, that the commercial cost for a 30-second spot was $5 million.
Oh my gosh, that is.
You know, a lot of people could care less about football, but they want to watch the commercials on Super Bowl. But it's $5 million for one 30-second spot. And as old as I am, I remember the day it became $1 million for a 30-second spot. That was just outrageous. Now it's up to $5 million. There is one OU player that is playing on the Rams, Los Angeles Rams. And that's all my research. There's usually more Oklahoma football players on these Super Bowl teams, but this year we just have the one. So Super Bowl this Sunday. Let's do the 3-day weather. Erin, if you can tell us how nice it's going to be for this weekend,
It's going
please.
to be absolutely gorgeous this weekend. 60s, almost up to 70 on Sunday. So it is looking like I guess there is a Super Bowl on Sunday, but I can't imagine many people staying inside all weekend. It is going to be.
That will be tough, you know.
You can watch your game outside. My aunt has an outdoor TV, so she's probably going to be watching it outside.
I imagine a lot of people move their TVs outside, especially if it's going to be 70 degrees in Oklahoma. The election for mayor in Ward 5 is coming up on Tuesday, February 12th. And we have a picture that we want to show you. It's the ward map, compliments of Derrick Silas. Derrick put this together for us. I talked to a lot of individuals and said, you know what ward you're in? And they go, ward? So this is a map of the Enid community to let you know what ward that you live in. So we want to encourage everybody to get out and vote on Tuesday, February 12th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Again, there's 3 candidates for mayor and 2 candidates for Ward 5. And again, that's the map. So if you're able to stay with us at 8 o'clock this morning, we're going to have an opportunity. I talked with Mike Cooper. Mike is our community liaison to Washington, D.C., military, Vance, City of Enid, just a great guy for our community. And he talks a little bit about his role and what he does in Washington, D.C. Mike resides in Tulsa, Broken Arrow area, and that interview will come up at 8 o'clock this morning. So I encourage you, if your time allows, stay for that.
Now time for my favorite segment?
I think so.
All
Might
right.
as well.
Charlotte named another adorable cat. If you like the movie How to Train Your Dragon, she has Toothless, the cat, and she's going to show him right now. So take it away, Charlotte.
Hi, good morning. Today we have Toothless. Despite her name name, she really does have teeth. She just looks like a dragon. She is in pen 2, and she's a female domestic short hair, and she's looking for a new home. So come by and meet Toothless today. She's like, nope, bye. Bye.
Bye. That is one black cat. We had a black cat. He was, he left us. He had to leave us. That's the polite way to say it. We had to put him to sleep. His name was Norman, but he was solid black. Everything on him was black, and he was a big cat. Anyway, I saw that and go, that looked like Norman, you know, because Norman was a big guy as well. 249-4910 is the number to call if you can help us out. And through the years, you have done a tremendous job helping us out, adopting dogs and cats. Do you have any pets at home, Alex?
2 dogs.
2 dogs, okay. Well, we try to do our part to have people adopt pets and so forth. Okay, we got short time, but we'll keep grilling you on some questions, Alex.
Perfect.
Quick question for you. If, let's say I don't know if I for sure want to actually start martial arts, I don't know if it's my thing or not, would you have any advice to give me?
That's a great question.
Yeah. And a lot of people I think have that question because they might want to do it, but we're not really sure exactly what that means and all that kind of stuff.
I think they're concerned that there are 10-year-olds walking around in the house karate chopping lamps, doors, cats, or whatever. So they go, I don't know if we want to do this or not.
Totally understand that. We have a couple different ways that you could try getting involved. We offer a free class for anyone, so you can always give us a call, and we can set you up with a private lesson. It's not very scary at all, and we'll even talk about when it's appropriate to use our martial arts, which is not school, not on the lamp, all of that kind of good stuff. But we also have different events. Every month we try and have a free event. We just did a parents' night out, and we did we call it Spar Wars. It's very similar to the Star Wars type thing, but we do we get our lightsabers out and swing them around. We teach the kids some actual sword moves, but then we can dim the lights and they can swing them around and feel like they're Jedi, and that fills up every single time we have it.
Excuse me.
We also have stuff like dodgeball night and other things like that, and that's free to the public.
I got choked up when you said something about sabers. I'm thinking, oh man. So we have just a minute or so to go, Alex, and again, thank you for being with us today.
Oh, I appreciate having me.
Is there anything quickly that you can address and maybe that you need to share with our viewers this morning that maybe we haven't covered?
Not 100% sure. I mean, if martial arts is something even that you're interested in, or you have a friend that's interested in it, or anything like that, please feel free to contact us. We don't bite. We're super nice. We also do self-defense seminars for the public. I go do talks at elementary schools. We teach bullying seminars, or I guess anti-bullying seminars is probably the right word to go with there. But so if there's anything that we can do to help, please let us know.
And the number to call if somebody at the school wants to for you to come up and speak to the students? 580-297-5033.
And you can check us out at familymartialarts.net.
Okay, and there's the phone number. Alex Evers, thank you very much, Alex.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for not hurting my hand. So, I was afraid. No. Thank you. Appreciate you being here.
Oh, it's no problem at all.
Yes, thank you. We're all going to go chop some boards now right in the back parking lot.
I've got some in my trunk.
Oh, perfect. Then we can head out there right now.
We got to protect this table.
Yeah.
Erin, leave the table alone, Erin.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Have a wonderful weekend. Watch the Super Bowl. Don't vote for the Patriots.
Go Patriots. Go Patriots.
Have a great rest of your day.
Thanks for watching.